Hey, everybody. It's Patty from C60 Evo, the amazing miracle molecule company supplying people around the world with better health and longevity. And today we have Tracy Jo Jaco, Miss Gorgeous bodybuilder. And she's been taking our products, using our facial serum for a couple of years. And so we have quite a conversation that we're going to have today. She is going to present some evidence of something very, very heavy that a lot of people have wondered about, which is Cirsten W. What really happened? And Tracy Jo Jaco was the neighbor of Cirsten, who was our top influencer for C60 Evo for years. And once we started Tracy on the product, she is, I don't know, probably getting carded when she goes out to clubs at night. Anti-aging. So tell us, Tracy, welcome to C60 Evo Testimonials.
Oh, thanks, Patty. It's been a little while for me to get here, but I'm finally here. So let's have a little fun with it.
All
See if I
right.
can turn this and get this big glow out of my glasses so they're not two big white squares. I think it's going to be hard, but I'm not going to take them off. So deal with it.
Okay, tell us about the Evo. Have you even noticed any benefits?
Let's just take a big breath and breathe. And again, because there'll be no big sale here, but there'll be a sharing because that's how it usually is best. So, little quick in a nutshell. Yes, my background is in wellness. I've always just been active. Children are lucky, and I was the youngest of five. So I learned a lot of wisdom being the youngest of five. So let me tell you what, I really know how to navigate a matrix pretty good, but we'll leave that for another deeper story. But as far as the fitness goes, I'm very particular about what I think that my body needs, and it usually will tell me. And a lot of times I can get it through food because I can, because it's pretty interesting if you do a really easy study for children and show them the kind of food to eat. You can get carrots and cut it open and it shows you the eye and the inside. You know how that is. Food's fun, right? It's not like,
Really?
yeah, it is. The farm is fun. The pharmacy is not. Okay. So part of that is what I liked about this product is that you sat in crop circles that have transferred wisdom through the seeds in this planet, which represent the food that the earth wants for us to have, which is truly knowledge. So even though a lot of us are ahead of our time, we really are, Patty, you really are. That's why I gravitated toward you and your product, was because wisdom said this was a good one for me. Okay. So that's yeah, this is and I love my coffee. I love the capsules. It's the way you say it. The capsules.
Capsules.
I'm a desert girl. I don't know what our what do you call that? That little sound that comes at the end, what our twang is, but I love when
Accent-vous.
capsules. Anyway, I like these. They're convenient. But what I like is I get up in the morning, I take 3 of them and I put them out. I do. I set them right on out. And my intention really, for me, the way I live my life, is there's a suggested things of the way of the things that you do in the world, but then there's the way that you do it. Because life was supposed to be designed by you specifically. Those are just ideas. Vitamins are for like a 175-pound person, if not 200, and most women aren't even that size. So we're already detoxifying ourselves. You know what I mean? Your body will tell you what you need. So usually, and have you guys seen these? I had to show them, Patty, because they're just these beautiful
Golden.
Well, they're like golden purple, though. They're this beautiful golden royal, like you deserve that, you know. But anyway, I set them down I have my own little regimen, and I'm thankful in the morning while I'm having my hot water with lemon and the things I do. And so usually after that, I just pick them up like one by one. But what I do is I take this and I set it under my tongue for a few minutes, because
Oh,
I set it to the cells. I say whatever my body needs, because
brilliant.
you can do that. You can do that. They used to plant gardens that way. They would take the seeds and put it in your mouth and let your, remember the ringing cedar books?
That's right.
My gosh, we just, I don't know. Anyway, I take everything that I do with serious fun, but it is serious. I don't just do things because the world says to do it. I think that's why we're kind of in the place that we are, because a lot of people just do it because it's the most popular thing to do. Sometimes the most popular thing isn't always the best thing. Okay. So anyway, these are my daily go-to, and I do take them. I do pop one of these before bed. I do. So throughout the day, I take out a total of 6 of them, because I don't need 9. Mike might need that. I don't. So I'm not in a competition with anyone to, gotta get rid of all that kind of stuff too in your life. But anyway, that's how I do that.
And what do
Now,
you feel? Why do you take them?
I take them because I know the importance of oils in the body, because they're being depleted out of our body just through the lifestyle we live. But also, if you exercise a lot, a healthy lifestyle, if you really think about it, first of all, going to the gym is hell. That's in the word healthy. Just remember that. I'm sorry. But anyway, you're hurting yourself in micro doses just to make yourself stronger, because that's what lifting a weight does. It tears the fiber to make it grow. So actually a growing muscle is good, I guess, because aesthetically it looks good, but it's good, so we say, but actually that's me hurting myself to keep that going. So as I'm damaging myself, I have to completely detox all the time, like microdosing, if you think about it, because that would be the anti, you know what I'm saying? So this is one of my, and I don't know if it does that, Patty, but I think it does. It helps just to keep my whole body and my system clean. It's like the lube for my joints and my blood and just all of it. So it's kind of that. Now the other thing that I love, my jet fuel, and I know Michael talks about it, is the oil. And I didn't grab a bottle. I do apologize, but I know you probably have it there. That goes in our coffee of love every morning. Yeah, that is the best for the gym. You don't even have to get rid of your fat burners, get rid of all of that stuff. That's junk. That's so bad for your heart. That's the best ever. Add that to a little caffeine. Good stuff.
Right?
Best ever. Yeah, it is. It is. I love it. We love it.
I start my day with a tablespoon of the MCT coconut oil in my coffee. And I do the silver bullet. So I also add organic grass-fed butter, local honey, cinnamon, and freshly whipped milk cream, heavy cream, organic. So for me, my morning ritual of coffee is like your morning ritual, where you wake up and, every move as we start our day, if it's something regular, it's beautiful that we create a ritual of how we best feel. So as far as I've known you, I've seen you and your family become more glowing, your skin. I know your partner has been bald since, I don't know, 40, 50 years, and now he's growing hair. So we're doing remarkable products here with the ESS60, which is different than C60. And I did a show yesterday where we talked about testing 22 online products, and we were hoping that we had all this great competition in the industry, but there wasn't anybody with even half of what they said was in the bottle when we tested it in the lab in a very precise HPLC machine, which is high performance liquid chromatography, and it's not going to sneak. It's going to tell you exactly how much C60 or pure C60 ESS60 that bottle has, this bottle has, or our bottles have. And we test every batch before it goes out. It has 0.8 to 0.86 milligrams per milliliters in the olive oil, 0.6 to 0.65 in the avocado. Now, a lot of times we don't talk about the avocado, but Roseanne Barr takes it, and she loves avocado toast. Drizzles this on little sea salt. And I just heard a show with Ann Vandersteel that I did years ago with Cirsten W. And
what is
the three of us, Cirsten and Ann Vandersteel, and a lovely lady who was running for senator of Florida, Paula. The three of us did a show because the four of us, because we all had really different skin tone. And as a lot of your audience knows, and mine, Cirsten W passed away 2 years ago. And I think now that we've talked about C60 Evo, I will say that whoever got her estate is probably going to find a cabinet where a squirrel was putting an awful lot of products from our company, because she was a real fan of C60 Evo, and she kept anti-aging, but it didn't help her escape whatever happened to her. So through all of this, she was our top influencer for quite a while. I was getting to know Tracy, and Tracy was telling me, I'm Cirsten's neighbor. And oh my God, what's going on? And I'm going to let her tell you firsthand, because I am not doing secondhand stories about something as important as someone's life.
Well, first of all, we're not going to sensationalize any of it. We're just going to talk about Cirsten, because Cirsten is the one that introduced me to C60. And when I met this beautiful person, she was a beautiful person. I don't, just because my husband does what he does, doesn't mean I do. I have to keep the opposite energy of that, you know? So that's where his mind is and his life and all of that was. And that's what he had in common for the two of them. But the person I knew was just a lovely person that I talked to all the time and went to lunch. And, you know, it was funny. She, you know, gave me a little clothes and, you know, just fun things that people do when you get to know each other. I didn't get into all the triple spy, all this other, you know, what's the conspiracy theory things that, yeah, that's all out there, everyone. You live in a duality reality, and then you go home every night to your real world. So remember that too, okay? So anyway, there were two parts of her, like there are of all of us. Maybe that's why angels have two wings. I have to say these things, Patty. It's just me. Because I want us to all think and to be nice to one another. See the soul of the person. We all did have something in common. She loved this country. No matter what it was, I don't know all of that, you know, whatever the little conspiracy, all of this, you know, I knew just like this lady. I knew this long-legged, long-armed, silly little, put her little hat on and blow out her front yard, you know, just like the rest of us do, you know. And then we put that avatar on that everybody thinks is really us. And then you make up a whole life story about that thing that's not even anyone. So, she was sweet enough to tell me, you really should try this. Not because you're going to make money off of it. She goes, but you really should try it. She goes, because you see my skin. And she wasn't lying to me. She had great skin. She just had flawless. I mean, really, it really was like in this picture that it really was. She really did. And I was just like, what are you doing? Well, she had one of those nice beds that you could lay in and get the light technology, you know, anyway, that too. And that's
Had a
what she,
lot of this. She swam it.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what she gave me there. Now this is my go-to, love it. But I use it, Patty, I might use it a little different, but it's okay, because again, once again, when you take something and you know yourself, you create your ritual, like you said. It's like, now it's mine and I have a right to, yeah, it's in the word ritual. But, and I don't really do it really any other way, but I think it's in the way that I apply it, because I love sponges. Sponges are like our skin for
Ooh,
me. I communicate a lot with nature and things like that. Anyway, sponges are the way that I apply it. And I have my sponge wet a little bit. So over time, it's saturated itself in this. And I just pick it up and do this, because you're not supposed to pull on your skin. And the place was for me the most was this crepey here. And I just didn't want to, and that's how I do it. And now I'm adding a little moisture, and I've got this lovely, beautiful out from the ocean. This is a good one. Okay. C60 Evo sponge. And this is the way that it works for me. I like it this
love
way.
it.
Plus
And
it's hot as heck here in Florida. And this way it's like, oh, whew, that's great. Whoosh, okay.
nice.
So
And I want to explain briefly, this is C60 Evo Advanced Facial Serum, and it has 21 natural organic vegan ingredients. You can lick it. I don't recommend it because it's better on your skin, but it is not toxic in any way, shape, or form. And because it was our only facial serum for the first couple of years, Kirsten absolutely loved it. But if she was still with us, she'd be over the top with the new serum that we have, which is the two-part. I'm looking for the other part, but it's with the ESS60, much like this bottle, plus another bottle that's got peptides. And UTH29 is the peptide, and it's this miracle molecule, again, that is changing people's skin. So
can you pick up that one of those bottles and just hold it like this again for me for a second out here? No, just back to the side of you like this. And the other one that you had picked up one that had a.
I realize I got two oils.
Gonna have oh, look, you can see the light coming out of the top of it. I promise when you go and look at the video, you'll see this. The one over here and oh my gosh. And I saw it on the other one too, but yep, there's
I
light.
do. I see the light.
Wow.
Light show.
That's the kind of stuff when I say I go, oh. And most people that are sensitive, that. Because it's sentient.
I use.
Okay. And it wants someone like itself to have it. Believe me. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's so honored for you to have it as much as you're going to be honored for what it's going to do for you.
Well,
and that's Roseanne Barr. She's someone who will tell you, but I'm going to tell you that really, I love it.
Good.
And another thing that you were mentioning, the Flover, where your skin and your hair just happen to meet, it does make your hair, like I have so many fine hairs that just have been coming back in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just you can't just say it only stops at one part of you. That's like saying we're not all connected.
Right. Okay, we have to shift the storyline because
Okay.
we're going to tease people that you actually know what happened to Kirsten in the title. And I know that people are going to say, stop talking about your radiant health, but tell us the story of what literally happened in a nutshell. And as deep as you can go
here.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll just, because we're going to just go there, and everybody knows I have Kirsten. That's not a new thing. We'll just go real fast forward.
What does that mean?
I'm not going to get into all the politics of it because I don't know them. All I know is I got a call, or I got a request from her brother, and I was offered her ashes, and I jokingly said, yeah, send them to me. And within 2 days, I had them, and I was shocked. So, I mean, if you've been at any of the truther shows, I have them. I'm going to keep them. Okay. Until the appropriate moment, because right now things are still messed up legally, and that stuff has to be taken care of. And you know what? You take care of fallen patriots. You don't leave them behind. This beautiful rendition of her soul that Heather Mays, one of our wonderful people that came on our show, did of her. Okay. lovely. People loved her. But the reason I'm showing that is because she really hit, she didn't even know Kirsten, but just the coloring. If you saw this up close, there's so much plaid and burgundy and yellow in there. It's so funny. So, you know, people, good people leave an imprint behind that people are going to remember for a very long time. Kirsten left a really great imprint on this product. She touched a lot of lives with this, and that's why we're honoring her here. So let's not lose sight of what that's all about, because she still wants everyone to know it's a great product. So use it. Also, now, how did okay, I have this because this is, we were measuring for the dresses that we got from the lady for the party that she never
Susie
made it.
Wong.
Yeah, yeah. So that's why this is in here. It's just kind of a funny thing. And that's
Let's
about
talk
all I,
briefly, because this is what literally happened to Kirsten, was that she was invited to this amazing, like,
Mhm.
princess ball by
Yep.
a clothing designer, and the woman offered each of you, her starlets, a beautiful gown to wear to the party.
Mhm.
And Kirsten wanted her body to be even more trim. So what did she do that may have caused her to get sick?
Well, you know, kind of like a lot of us women, it's socially hard to be a woman in society, but whatever, you know. Plus, you can do whatever you want to yourself. Okay. So she was just gonna have a little fat removed, you know, like that, whatever, you know, but probably wasn't during a good time. Anyway, she did that, and probably released, is from my perspective, released a lot of toxins into her body, and just the stress of even being a patriot, you guys. I don't under really know if you guys know the really stress of being a patriot and loving this country and fighting for it. I don't think you really, if you're not in the game the way a lot of these people are, that you really get it. There's a lot more going on. But
So
anyway,
the
get me back to
confusion,
everybody.
the
Go ahead.
confusion socially, because we only have a few minutes left,
Okay, go ahead.
is a lot of people don't believe she passed away. A lot of people think that she's in hiding.
Mm,
What's the
guess
bottom line?
what? I don't see her, so yes, she passed away. I'm going to do what the new agers do. And yes, she's in hiding. Yeah, she's right here in this box. And I'll help keep her secret as long as I have to, if there is one, but I don't know it. But if there was one, when it comes out, I'll, you know, I'm sure I'll be happy to share it. Right now, everything's all legally bound up. There's squatters that have gone into her house and taken it over, and you don't even want to know. I went over and I got pictures, and I love people, but I'm gonna just call you what you are when you want to put your avatar on and you wear all those black clothes with and the holes all over and the stuff around your neck, and your fingernails are dirty and your mascara's probably 4 days old, and you like grunge, you know. So
That's
these
what's in her
squatters,
house?
oh, it's terrible. I was so disappointed. And the police won't get them out. I don't know why, because they say that she want, this is what I believe. I believe that they're going through her walls. I believe that they're digging up in her yard. You know, I do. I don't know what they think they're looking for, but what really is just a disgusting thing to me is that they're allowed to do it and they're doing it.
I'm so
So
sorry.
it is. I'm so sorry too. But you know, hey,
You 100% believe that Kirsten is in that box.
no, I don't 100% believe anything.
Good point.
This is a this no, I believe God. And I believe that I believe that all of this is just a test of my truth of how much do I believe in God. And I'm not supposed to worry about any of this. None of this. I'm called to love the neighbor that I had when she was, and that's what I did. I don't
Amen.
know what everybody else had involved personally. None of that's mine.
Right.
You know, that's not mine. Let
Well,
that go and put that to rest, as far as I know, because when somebody dies, that's what you're supposed to do. But I'll tell you one thing, when they do legally decide, because really, even though there's a death certificate and all this stuff, I mean, I even have her brother's phone number. People have to remind me, oh, don't show that. You know, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm just gonna be quiet and give her a respectful place, you know, bring her some flowers and fruit. Like that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know what else to do. I do what I'm was taught to do. And
Thank
that's
you.
respectful.
Thank you
So,
for doing that.
yeah. So, you know,
So there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah,
Kirsten in a
just
box with a
let her
death
be.
certificate very carefully saved by beautiful Tracy Jo Jaco.
And
The last
respect.
memory I have was texting all of us trying to get Scotty McKay rushed to the hospital to get her out.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
story that she had sepsis from the surgery, the liposuction surgery, and then she got on a plane sick. So it was really a shame that she was not able to wake up at the hotel in the morning, and then they rushed her to a hospital. And unfortunately, because perhaps I don't know, but I saw an image that she posted, they put her on a respirator and we knew what was going to happen. So Kirsten, God bless you. We wish you well on your journey. Tracy Jo, thank you for protecting her along her journey. And
hey, I would protect anyone. That's what we're supposed to do. Even our enemy, you know, when it got to the point of that, we're supposed to make our differences about. I don't think I'd let you lay there and die. That's not okay with me.
well, sometimes, like lately, we don't have a choice, and we want to, as much as possible, stay out of the hospitals.
Stay out of the hospitals.
With Evo. So I want to
Make
mention
your
quickly, because we're going to be
skin
shut off.
look wonderful.
Yes. Now your labels are different than mine because we just upgraded our labels in the last month and a half. And we've been sending you products for a long time. So you've got an older label. Here's the new ones, what they
Okay.
look like. And I just want to tell people, if you want to get serious and have a family or an office full of people that are really wanting to maximize their health, this is a big bottle, 32 ounces. And we are C60Evo.com, like evolution. C60Evo.com. We've got edible oils, facial serums, hair renewal if you lost your hair doing
And
flu.
don't forget about your pets.
Oh God, yes. Dog and cat formulas that they absolutely love and
That
benefit from.
I have so many friends that if you are not loving your animals, people love your animals. They're not, they're special. Well, I know everybody that has animals knows that. I'm not preaching to the choir here. I'm
No,
sorry.
thank you for reminding me. So we have pet lover sets and all kinds of sets. If you buy more than one item, you get 15% off both items. We have all kinds of collections, 8 items, you get 15% off. If you sign up for a monthly subscription, you'll get 20% off, and a dozen quantity, you'll get 25% off. So we wish you all much healing and radiant health. And please give us a try, C60Evo.com. Kirsten knew what she was doing, and God bless her. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you very much.
Similar vibration.
That's right. Cheers. Mine says peace. I
That
think
helps.
we've got the same thing in mind. Many
You do.
blessings, everyone. C60Evo.com.